Good evening, race fans, CIL fans, and everyone in between. And boy, do we have a little fun for you here tonight. It's the UMP mods at Lanier National Speedway. So a good one on tap for you. 31 drivers on the grid tonight. So sure to be a mess here on this short dirt oval. You get a good look at the field, CIL drivers, as well as anyone else you might see on iRacing. So pretty cool that we got going here tonight. A hosted session late in the winter here as we get set for season 4, the spring 2022 of iRacing just around the corner. Going to take 2 pace laps around this short dirt oval as you see the entire field through turns 1 and 2. Some names you might recognize: Joshua Crane, John D. Price, Alexander Clank, Joshua Tiggs, Luis Diaz, and a couple other CIL drivers down there at the bottom half of the field. Up the top, Curtis Uphoff and Trent Miller make up your front row. David Meadows and Logan Romney in row number 2. Green flag in the air, and we are off here at Lanier. Good run for the top 5. They'll all sort it on out. They're going to go 2 by 2 for second place, however. Right back there in that number 3 Valvoline scheme, that's Josh Crane making his way up through the first couple drivers. Little slide job action there on the bottom. You see the track really used up in the middle groove. Be surprised if we see any drivers use that middle groove. Car down on the apron. Could be a multitude of drivers. A lot of accidents going on here, as we're going to have to get a good blimp shot from high up above the near speedway and get you a good idea of what's going on, what these drivers are facing. Curtis Uphoff out there in the lead, but he's got trouble right behind him of Logan Romney. They're going to sneak inside. The number 6 car turned around. That might have been the 9 of Bubby Morgan out there dead on track. But Logan Romney takes the lead here. And you see Uphoff going to try and make his way back down the ride in that low groove right now. We'll see if they move back up toward the top before the end of this one. Looking at your leader, Romney. Uphoff right behind him as they try to weave their way through lap traffic. Sean Campbell, one of the CIL drivers. You know him from the roadside. He's making his way up through the field, kind of making use. And carnage back behind. Cars just all over the track. Cars banging into each other. It is a mess on the front straightaway. And we'll see when these leaders come back around how they're able to survive. Big hit into the wall right there for the lapped car. Not quite sure who that was, but you're looking at Logan Romney in that Tomcat number 7 machine with those outside facing numbers, not the inside facing numbers they're used to seeing on the NASCAR Cup cars. Trent Miller now inherits second place. Uphoff back to third. Sean Campbell holding on in 4th. Next CIL driver is Joshua Crane back there in the number 3 machine. He's got John D. Price right behind him. And Price with a good little slide job right here in that all-black UMP mod. Came in with no practice and said, I'm just going to rip it. And rip it is what he's doing right now in 8th place. Currently 10 cars in lead lap. Your last lead lap car, Alexander Clank, back there in 10th. 11 laps to go as we finally get your scoring tower up to date. Left side of your screen, Romney on the top. Trent Miller 2 seconds back in 2nd. Curtis Uphoff in 3rd. Sean Campbell 4th. Alex Reeling in 5th, and he's riding the top line as well. And Cameron Winger rounding out your top 6. Good battle right here for 5th and 6th between Winger and Reeling. Trouble right there. Gets into the 9 machine. Not sure who that was. Checking in on Price, he's making his way up to the top side, and the top looking quite popular here in these first couple laps. 8 laps to go. Back to your leader, Logan Romney. He's surviving, and just a massive pileup. It's almost a parking lot back there. You see second place right there, the 14 machine of Trent Miller. Tries to weave his way through all that traffic. 7 laps to go now. Laps just flying by here in the CIL. Another big wreck involving a couple of drivers, but the leader Romney able to stay out of it thus far. 6 laps to go. Romney still up to a 2-second gap. Second place, having to avoid all that carnage up on the top side. he will make it out alive. Uphoff all the way back to third now, 5 seconds back. Looking around me all the way against that inside retaining wall, using all of that non-used dirt he can. Just narrowly avoids an incident right there. John D. Price, now the final car on the lead lap. 4 laps to go. Romney holding a commanding lead. Further on back, Uphoff trying to make his way by a couple of lapped cars. You can see a little smoke coming from, I believe that's the 17 machine. That's Cameron Cormier right there in that white machine. That's illuminating the track with a little bit of smoke there. Romney back in the lead. You can see the top and the bottom. The choices, the middle, no one to be found there. As Romney up to that 2.8 second gap, 2 laps to go here. Uphoff in third, Carter in fourth. Sean Campbell, CIL's very own, back there in fifth. He's going to have John Price closing in a little bit. Racers race. That's what Price is doing right here. White flag in the air. Price going to stay on the lead lap. Romney right on his tail. We'll see if he sneaks on by. He goes to the bottom, car up on its side right there. Will he get him at the line? He will not. Price will get that extra lap. Second place is going to go to Trent Miller. Curtis Uphoff comes off of turn 4 in third. J.D. Carter swinging on around in fourth. You see Josh Crane survive there. Sean Campbell will be the first-year CIL drivers. John D. Price next. Gavin Eddy currently on his roof. We'll see if he can sneak it on around to finish 7th, and he will actually tow it to the pits. But a wild time, and that was a fun time in the CIL. Logan Romney is going to come away your winner here tonight. So good stuff here for that CIL fun run.